Welcome to my ultimate sketchbook tour. Today I'll be showing you every sketchbook I've filled from 2022, when I was still a complete beginner, all the way to 2026. 4 years ago, I bought my very first sketchbook, and honestly, if you don't have one yet, I highly recommend getting one. It's one of the best ways to track your progress and see how much you've improved over time. We'll start with my oldest sketchbook, and as the video goes on, you'll see my drawings get better and better with each new one. So make sure to watch until the end to see my full drawing journey and how much I've improved over the last 4 years. This is the oldest sketchbook I could find. Back then, I actually drew on a lot of loose sheets of paper instead of sketchbooks. I might make a separate video showing some of those old drawings if I can find more of them. But for now, let's move on to the sketchbook where I really started improving. This sketchbook is from a time when I was still drawing mostly on loose paper, so I didn't use it that much and I wasn't drawing very often. But one thing I drew a lot was this monkey. I made so many different versions of him. My favorite thing to draw was definitely anime, like this. Looking back, these honestly don't look that bad, even if I was just copying them. That was all I drew from 2022 to 2024. At the beginning of 2024, I knew I had to draw more. So I decided to draw every single day before going to bed. That's why all of these drawings are simple and have no color. I kept the streak going for 44 days straight. Then I had to start all over again. Here's some Subway Surfer gameplay to keep you entertained. I will do another long-form video if this video does well, so please, I started again with drawing stuff from my favorite video games and anime. I mostly just copied characters I liked and tried different scenes. This is just one example of many drawings I made back then. Simple, original, anime-style characters, usually just standing poses. I actually really like this little character I made here. Even back then, it kind of stood out to me. Here are a few drawings where you can really see how much I was influenced by Akira Toriyama. I still really like his style to this day. Here I started drawing more funny, cartoon-style characters. Then something important happened. After a long break from drawing, I ordered Ohuhu markers to get back into it and start drawing more consistently. Around the same time, I also created this YouTube channel you're watching right now. That was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. I think I was watching Shrimpy at the time. And that really inspired me to start drawing more. My community also played a big part in it. They motivated me to keep going and draw even more. I also started drawing more anime again because I had begun watching the best anime of all time.
Just across that sea, freedom's waiting. That's what I always believed, at least. But I was wrong. I know what's waiting across the sea now. It's alright.
Attack on Titan. I uploaded these to YouTube too. This was my first sketchbook. It means a lot to me because I drew in it for 3 years. My next sketchbook also started in 2025. And this is where I experimented a lot with my Ohuhu markers. I still think this character with the huge smile looks really cool. I've always enjoyed giving my characters cool outfits. This was actually my first YouTube short that got a decent number of views. And I still really like this Yeet drawing, so I kept drawing more rappers. Back then I always gave them these round heads, but you can already see some improvement compared to my older drawings. This Juice WRLD drawing is still one of my favorites because it's where I finally learned how to blend my Ohuhu markers properly. You can really see it in the blue to light blue transition and in his hair. And then there's this drawing of Juice WRLD with Extentation. I think X turned out really well, but I completely messed up Juice WRLD. He just looks kind of weird. I just like drawing my favorite artists at the time, the most trippy Red. Lil Tecca, Lil Uzi, Don Toliver, and X. I drew X a lot back then. Here I also tried to learn graffiti style drawing. This is a legendary page where I drew my favorite rappers in a pyramid ranking. I would definitely organize them differently today.
I'm not a rapper.
But back then, this was my way of ranking them. This Playboy Cardi drawing was an attempt at a more realistic anime style mix. And as you can see, I can kind of do that style too. Then there are a few original characters and some sketches. More and more rappers. I really like this sketch. I don't usually draw girls, but this one turned out pretty nice. Then more wrappers again. This Lil Uzi Vert drawing as a samurai is one of my favorites. It came out really well. Here are some graffiti practice pieces. ASAP, Rocky and more Lil Uzi Vert. Around this time I became a bigger fan of him, and it was just really fun drawing him from his pink tape era. And these were already the last pages of this sketchbook. Thanks a lot to everyone who's been following me since this sketchbook. I think I actually bought this next sketchbook before the last one, but I'm showing it now because I drew most of the pages after that previous sketchbook. I originally bought this sketchbook just to practice graffiti. I spent a lot of time working on my tags. Does anyone remember this character? If you do, let me know in the comments. That would be crazy. Then I kept practicing even more tags. Here's the ape from A Bathing Ape, one of my favorite brands, and Lil Uzi Vert. I actually drew this ape a few more times because it was just so much fun to draw. Here's my old profile picture. Spider-Man drawing, Juice WRLD, and here's one of the first drawings where I fully colored everything in. The same goes for this Luffy drawing from One Piece and Invincible. Even though I don't usually draw in this comic style, I think this one turned out really nice. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more drawings like this. This Chainsaw Man drawing also turned out really well, and here's a graffiti piece. It was actually pretty easy to fill up all the pages because the sketchbook was much smaller. These character designs were actually for my own manga. I never posted them, but they show that I've been planning this for a long time. There are a lot of character designs in here for that manga. And by the way, I haven't forgotten about it. It's coming back soon. And that's it for my third sketchbook. We've now gone through 3 of them. That means there are only 2 more finished sketchbooks left, plus 2 that I'm still working on. Let's start with the finished ones. This sketchbook has the most drawings from my rapper series. It was from my peak, when a lot of my videos were getting over 50,000 views. At the beginning, I practiced drawing hands. Then, like I said, I started drawing more rappers for YouTube. This character is still one of my favorite designs. I used to draw it a lot in school. Whenever I got bored, unfortunately, I already threw away those school notebooks. You've probably already seen most of these in my videos anyway, so I'm gonna go through them a bit faster. I made this one for a rapper I found on TikTok for his cover art. I do this for free, so if you make music and need cover art like this, feel free to reach out. And that's already everything from this sketchbook. Now there's just one last finished one left. This one's, I'm gonna go through it faster again, because I think you already know most of these pieces. It's honestly crazy to me that I barely drew anything in the past few years. And now, since mid-2025, I've basically multiplied my sketchbooks. These Lil Uzi Vert and Playboy Carti drawings are some of my all-time favorites. Here is the thumbnail. The progress isn't always super obvious at first glance. A lot of the drawings might look similar, but over time there's been a steady improvement in consistency, detail, and confidence. I really liked this one. I'll show the last 2 sketchbooks in the next video once they're finished. Let me know your thoughts on my sketchbooks in the comments, and share the video if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.